Let's talk about the all-new Predator Tower on the Centurion RI series. What's up, guys? This is Mitch from BoardCo. Today I'm going to give you a rundown on the new Predator Tower from Centurion Boats. This tower is really pretty awesome. I've seen it and saw designs for it and knew about it for quite some time now. But now that I've actually been able to use it and see it in person, I'm pretty blown away. I like it and love it more than I ever expected that I would, even knowing going into it what it was going to be like. So let's talk a little bit about this tower and why it is so unique. The first thing is the overall design of the tower. The tower functions using what's called a scissor hinge technology. What this means is that instead of having 2 actuators in the tower, 1 on each side, this tower instead has 4 actuators, 2 on each side. There's 1 actuator that sits here in the base of the tower and another actuator that sits up here in the top of the tower. What this allows it to do is it allows the base of the tower to fold downwards. At the same time, the top of the tower folds the opposite direction. These 2 pieces fold simultaneously when you power the tower down, making it so that the Bimini and your speakers all stay static with the tower as it goes up and down. The board racks are also in a fixed static position as well, meaning that everything from your boards, your speakers, your Bimini, all of these things will stay static and will just change in elevation going up and down. The really cool thing about this is that you can raise and lower the tower at any point in time. When you're out on the water, when you're dropping it to go into a garage, if you're going to drop it down to tow the boat, really any time that you would ever want to drop or raise the tower, you can do it while you're going. The second thing that's cool about it is it also allows you to bring the tower down to be able to access all kinds of different things, whether it's to put the rope on the tower, whether it's to grab boards out of it. It also allows the tower to raise up significantly higher than other towers that are out there. We're going to jump inside and I'm going to show you exactly some of the functionality and why this is a really cool design that is actually functional and not just some fluffy technology that doesn't really have any benefit to you, but just kind of sounds cool and that is used to try and get you to buy a new boat. So let's jump inside and take a look at the Predator Tower and what it actually looks like and how it functions. Now, as you can see, I'm here now on the inside of the boat with the Predator Tower. Now, this is in the all the way up position. This means that it's as high as it can possibly go. Because of the design of this tower and how it functions, it allows the tower to be significantly taller than other towers in its full extended position when you want it to be. So as you can see here, I mean, I'm not a really tall guy. I'm about 5'8", but I've got tons of head clearance under the speakers here. It's really tall and it's really nice. Even things like when I walk forward, the Bimini top has got tons of clearance coverage. I mean, it's 2 feet above my head when it's in the full upright position. Same thing here at the back of the tower. So if you're a tall guy, this is a really big deal and it's really nice. It just gives you a lot of clearance and room, even with 4 tower speakers up in the tower. Now, let's drop it down and see what happens. So I can drop it down from here and you can see this is real time how it's working. This is not a sped up video or something like that, which is really kind of unique. There's other towers that have somewhat similar functionality to this that are telescoping, that have a function of that nature. And all of the videos you typically see of them going up and down are all set to 2x speed because they're really quite slow, which eliminates some of the benefit and function of them. As you can see, I just dropped this tower down a fair ways, but it didn't take much time at all. It's now a little bit lower, so yeah, I can hit my head on the speaker if I want to, but what's happened is the shade coverage has come down around us while I'm sitting in the driver's seat, meaning if I wanted more shade coverage, I can have it. Now, today's a cloudy day, so it's not a really big deal, but if it's nice and sunny, and if you have somebody of my skin complexion, having that additional shade coverage is just a really nice benefit. If I want to, I can even drop it all the way down. And you can see, I'm just gonna press it like this. You can see the way the tower folds and functions, and it's gonna drop all the way down to see here at the base and stop and lock in right there. So that's in the full down position. You can see I still am sitting right here in the driver's seat. I got plenty of clearance. I could be another foot taller. I could be a guy that's 6'6" and still sit in this driver's seat. By the way, I have the bolster flipped up. If I flip it down, I've got even more head coverage right here. So I can even stand up underneath the Bimini fully standing, and I can still have head clearance. A few other great features about this tower and why I really like it is some of the different design elements. So the Bimini features an A-frame technology, meaning it's got a roof pitch type line here at the front, so I can walk all the way to the front of the tower. I don't even have to duck. Now, if I was a really tall guy, I'd have to duck down to get underneath it, but I can go all the way back here from the bow down into the driver's seat without ducking when the tower's fully collapsed all the way down. You can also tow the tower in this position when you're going down the road. So if you're gonna wanna drop it down and tow the boat down on the freeway, you can go 80 miles an hour with the tower dropped down like this, with this Bimini fully deployed as you see it, and you can be hauling it behind your truck on the freeway. It's really a pretty cool design. Let's take a look at a couple of the other features on this tower and why they're really awesome. All right, I've now raised the tower up just a little bit so I can show you some of the really cool features that are available on this tower. So first off, let's talk about audio system. So as you can see, this boat has 4 Wet Sound Rev 12 tower speakers. Now these are full 12-inch speakers that have horn drivers in them that deliver an absolutely massive amount of sound back behind the boat as well as here through the interior. The great thing about it is that these speakers not only deliver a lot of volume, but they also sound amazing. They deliver a lot of bass, they deliver the right kind of differentiation between different types of sounds, meaning that your music quality is going to come through crisp and clean and just sound absolutely awesome. The next thing, as you can obviously visually see, is the lighting that's available in this tower. All of the lights that you see right here in the tower are all standard with the Predator tower. So the speaker lights, all the different accent lights on the inside of the tower, these are all standard features on the tower, and they just look really nice and just give a great overall ambient lighting feel when you're out in different low light conditions. Next thing to talk about is just how durable and strong this tower is along with the Bimini top. So we've had some questions when this was revealed. People are like, hey, how solid is it? Well, I can grab it, shake this tower as much as I possibly want, and it's not gonna shake and rattle and move. It's just gonna stay rock solid. The next thing to talk about on it is the Bimini top. Now, this has a full solid Bimini design that has a built-in exoskeleton that runs through the whole Bimini that makes it so it's fully deployed 100% of the time. Now, this can be really nice because you're not having to worry about folding up and taking down your Bimini. Well, if you want sun, and let's say you don't want this Bimini, you can pull the canvas and peel it back off. That's not really a big deal. There's also convertible pockets where you can unzip right here at the front and roll the Bimini back if you want some additional shade. So it's kind of the same idea of a Bimini that's going to be able to fold up or deploy. It's just permanently deployed, but then you can roll it back and collapse it to get a little bit more sun if you want to. One other question that people have is how solid and strong is it? Well, I can grab this Bimini and I can do pull-ups on it like this, and as you can see, it doesn't really move. It's rock solid. You're not going to break or bust this thing. Hence why it's designed to where you can drive down the freeway going 80 miles an hour with the Bimini fully up and deployed. So between all of these different things, this tower is not only really cool looking, which I personally think it is. You can have your own opinions on it, but I think it's absolutely beautiful. But going beyond that, it's also just extremely functional as well. It's got great aesthetics, but it also has great function. And that's why ever since this thing was released and we've just had some time to play around with it, everyone on our team has decided they like it more and more and more, and they would want to have it on their boat 100%. So this tower, the Predator tower, is equipped on all of the different RI series. So you can get it on an RI 230, an RI 245, or an RI 265. So it can be a great addition to any of those boats. If you want to get your setup on a Predator power tower, go through and check out all of the boats that we have available on BoardCo.com, as well as don't hesitate to reach out to us. One last thing that can be really helpful and important. If you go onto BoardCo.com, you have the ability to custom build an RI series boat exactly the way that you want it, with all of the features and options and even the colors, and get an exact price for what you can expect to pay on this boat. If you want to look at it, go and head over to BoardCo.com and check out the BoardCo Centurion Custom Boat Builder. One of the things to note on this is that the price that you can see on that boat builder is not MSRP or some fictitious price number. It is the exact same number that you will be quoted if you call us on the phone, stop in our dealership, or interact with us in any way. This is a full transparency way of making it so that you can see exactly what you should expect to pay for these boats, equipped the way that you want it. It also allows you to learn and understand all the different features on the boats, including the Predator Power Tower, but it really gives you the ability to have full visibility of what your experience can be in owning a Centurion boat. If you have any questions, let us know. We'd be more than happy to help. In the meantime, Don't forget to check out all of the other content that we've made and the other videos that we have on BoardCo.com, and subscribe to us on YouTube and any other different podcast applications so you can see all the different content that we make and send out on a daily basis. Thanks a lot for checking out the Predator Power Tower and spending some time with us. Once again, this is Mitch from BoardCo, and we'll see you later.